Have you ever wondered if you are brave enough to embark on a risky adventure with the dirtiest street foods in the world? Across the globe, there exist street foods that are not only famous for their flavors, but also for the unbelievable, horrifying conditions in which they are prepared. Imagine yourself facing a plate of fried frog legs cooked in oil that has been reused hundreds of times, or a bowl of gutter cat soup with ingredients sourced from slums and sewers. Will curiosity conquer fear? Is the experience worth risking your health? Some say that eating is about adventure, about daring to step beyond the safety line of cuisine, while others believe nothing is more precious than health. Which side are you on? Would you dare to try these foods, or does just hearing about them make you shiver? Let's dive in and be ready to debate the boldness of street food culture. Fried frog legs, Thailand. Fried frog legs are a popular snack in Thailand with a crispy, golden crust that seems irresistible. However, the truth behind the preparation of this dish may make even the bravest hesitate. Frogs are usually caught from stagnant waters, dirty ponds where they share their habitat with mud, trash, and countless parasites. These water bodies are often where household waste and other refuse accumulate, making the frog's environment highly contaminated. Once caught, the frogs are gutted on the spot without any sanitary measures, and their internal organs are discarded in a careless manner, allowing bacteria to thrive. The frog legs are then fried in oil that has been reused countless times, becoming dark and giving off a burnt smell, full of impurities and harmful residues. When served, the crispy frog legs look very appealing. But few realize that this crispy layer hides the grease and unpleasant smell of underprocessed meat, along with the potential dangers of parasites and bacteria. Is a fleeting moment enjoying the crispy frog legs worth risking the severe consequences of dangerous bacteria and parasites? Careful consideration is a must before indulging in this dish. Sugarcane candy factory, India. Hundreds of sugarcane stalks are pressed daily to extract juice, which is then funneled through plastic pipes into large tanks. The juice is boiled down to create a syrup. Once it reaches the right consistency, workers use what looks like a garbage shovel to scoop out the syrup and prepare it for candy making. The final result is a sticky candy made from sugarcane. Why it's horrible. Unhygienic process. The use of what appears to be a garbage shovel raises serious concerns about cleanliness. The equipment used in handling the food appears to be more suited for industrial or waste purposes, not something used for edible products. Contamination risk. The use of plastic pipes and tanks of questionable cleanliness, along with the visibly rough handling of the syrup, makes the whole process seem unsanitary. While the end product is candy, the preparation process may leave you hesitant to try it. Soaked snail noodles, Nigeria. Soaked snail noodles are a popular street food in Nigeria, especially in traditional markets. The snails, the main ingredient of this dish, are harvested from polluted areas such as ponds or drains, where numerous bacteria and impurities accumulate. After being collected, the snails undergo no proper cleaning, but are instead soaked overnight in murky water in plastic buckets, giving off a foul odor. They are then cooked in a broth that is also not hygienically prepared, mixed with waste and oil residues. The snail noodles are sold openly on makeshift stalls without any cover, making it easy for flies to gather. When you pick up a snail with your chopsticks, the slimy layer sticking to the snail meat and the distinctive stench of the soaking water might make you hesitate. What seemed to be a rustic and delicious dish turns into a nightmare of hygiene, making you question whether a little culinary adventure is worth the health risks. Street tamales, Mexico. Tamales are a beloved traditional Mexican dish, known for their comforting flavors of corn dough filled with meats. However, when bought from street vendors, tamales often raise significant hygiene concerns. The corn dough is typically kneaded by hand on surfaces that are dusty and far from clean, while the chicken or pork filling is often uninspected, sometimes containing traces of blood or giving off an unpleasant smell. The tamales are then steamed in old lidless pots, leaving them exposed to dust, dirt, and other contaminants from the street environment. This lack of proper sanitation during preparation and cooking can make these tamales a potential health hazard for those who consume them. Yet, when unwrapped, the aroma of the hot corn dough and savory filling can be enticing enough to make many overlook these risks. Imagine sitting down with a steaming tamale, inhaling the inviting scent of corn and spices. Despite the appealing flavors, one must wonder if the taste is worth the gamble. Are you willing to risk your health for this culinary experience? Or is the hidden danger behind the delicious tamales too great a price to pay? Fried rat, Myanmar. Fried rat is a popular street food in some rural areas of Myanmar, known for its unique yet controversial preparation. The rats are typically caught from fields or forested areas, environments that are often contaminated with waste and other impurities. Once caught, the rats are barely cleaned, rinsed briefly with dirty water, before being marinated with strong spices to mask the natural stench. After marination, the rats are fried in reused oil that has likely been used many times, darkened and filled with residue. The result is a crispy exterior that might look appealing to those unfamiliar. However, each bite brings not only crunch, but also the bitterness of burnt oil and a distinct, gamey taste. The real challenge is not the flavor, but the health risks. Poor hygiene during preparation and contaminated oil create serious concerns about food safety. Imagine sitting by a roadside stall with the fried rat in front of you, sizzling hot and crispy. Would curiosity overcome your fear? Are you daring enough to try it, knowing the potential health hazards? Or is this a line you wouldn't cross? Fried rat is an adventure that tests your courage as much as your stomach. Street chili crab, Sri Lanka. Chili crab is one of Sri Lanka's famous spicy crab dishes, known for its pungent aroma and delightful flavor. However, when sold on roadside stalls, that allure becomes a dangerous enigma. The crabs are purchased from fish markets, where they are left in plastic tubs, emitting a foul smell due to improper storage. The crabs are then cooked in old, dirty pans that are rarely cleaned, making the dish rife with hygienic risks. When served, the bright red crabs steaming in fragrant sauce may entice you, but behind the aroma lies a serious risk of food poisoning. Do you think you have the courage to try this crab, knowing it could be teeming with dangerous bacteria? Street noodle soup, Cambodia. Noodle soup is a well-known and popular dish in Cambodia, especially in the morning when people are in a rush for a quick meal on their way to work. However, when this dish is sold on street carts, it becomes a horrifying experience not everyone is willing to face. The broth is often made from pork or beef bones and offal, sourced from small roadside slaughterhouses where hygiene conditions are barely controlled. The bones, still covered in blood, and the offal, already spoiled, are thrown into the broth without any proper cleaning process, making the soup emit a foul odor. Furthermore, ingredients like raw vegetables, lime, chili, and fried shallots are spread out on the cart without any cover, attracting flies and countless bacteria. This makes every bite of the noodle soup an unfortunate combination of numerous potential health risks. Are you brave enough to take a bite, knowing that the journey from contaminated bones and offal to a fragrant bowl of soup is filled with horror? Thank you for joining Discover Journey on this exciting culinary adventure. If this documentary has captured your interest, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Discover Journey for more in-depth explorations of the world's most mysterious and challenging dishes. Share your thoughts and feedback in the comments section. See you in the next culinary adventure.